Guys, welcome back to the Reality Sanctum podcast, episode 6. I do believe it's episode 6. I haven't actually checked. With me, your host, mrjayowhy, and your co-host, Let's See. You join us at the end of Chapter 4, Season 1. It's been a Season 4 of fun, powerful, and at times, broken weapons. And with the challenges shrouded in mystery about the Shapeless Man, we're on the dawn of Season 2. What stuff can we expect? Let's see. How's it going?
Hey, I'm here.
I don't think they saw you.
What's up?
How's it going, Lit?
It's going pretty good. Some would say pretty lit, even.
Pretty lit. Nice. Chat, welcome in.
Yeah.
Welcome in, guys. Welcome in.
How is everyone?
That was sudden. Yeah, it's meant to be sudden. We meant to get straight into it, guys. Like, not a moment of content miss.
Exactly, guys.
That's a point of
Don't be picky.
That's a point of a well-written podcast, which only I have.
Yeah, nobody else. Looking at you, Clark.
Nobody. And then I'll say I've got the script and you haven't. That's what I was saying. We're not attacking other podcasts, so we don't like to we don't condone that sort of behaviour.
I do.
Here. I mean, Lit might, but I don't. Okay. I don't. So you're doing all right then. That's good. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Lit, got any news to tell us? Any news?
Yeah. I'm going to be streaming really soon. I actually just got my computer fixed really recently, as of today, actually. And I'm going to be getting everything set up, and I should be having either my first stream tomorrow or on the season launch day.
Let's go. Hopefully.
So yes, chat.
That's good. Obviously,
Making quick progress.
His link is down below, or his YouTube handle, which you should be able to click and just find his channel now easy. So if you want to follow Lit, we've been asking for months, haven't we, chat, that Lit should have a YouTube channel, so it's about time he got one. I mean, we did say
Man, you and Clark have been begging me.
I know, because you're good at it. You've got the YouTube voice. You've got it. You've got it all in your package.
Hello, guys. Welcome back to another YouTube video. Today we're
just
playing Fortnite with the boys.
Your normal voice is a YouTube voice. Don't put a voice on. Your normal voice is a. Don't put a voice on. Don't put a voice on.
Okay.
So what you uploading? You're not going into the Fortnite storyline and content. We haven't got another one of you guys, have we?
Well, actually, I'm going to be covering Fortnite storyline, but like rarely. If something big happens, then I'll cover everything before and up to that point. But I also just want to make a video, like, eventually, outside of my normal content, just saying, Fortnite storyline is crazy. And just give, like, a brief summary on everything.
So
I feel like that would be a cool deviation to get people into stuff.
Sir actually said, why is his YouTube voice British?
Because I've been hanging out with this goober for 8 months!
I mean, fair point. Other dives into social media, TikTok, Twitter. Are you taking over now, Lit? Or are you just gonna do YouTube for now?
I'm just gonna stick with YouTube. I might make a Twitter, even though I really don't want to, but it would only be like promoting and posting art.
Fair enough.
I don't like Twitter.
Cool. That's fair enough. Sometimes I think I should just delete my Twitter. It's like one of my lowest engagement social medias. And I'm just like, sometimes I'm just like, is it worth it? But now I see some people like blow up on Twitter. I'm like, oh, maybe if I just get a bit better, maybe I can exploit. Well, not exploit. That's probably the wrong word. But get the engagement and views necessary to go on Twitter. Have you seen Twitter's now got like full videos up? If you that's it interests me about being like buying the verified thing. You can upload full content. Like people keep uploading like full movies or something. It seems a bit crazy. I know, and in good quality. You know how Twitter videos usually are. But they'd be like, "Oh, here you go, guys. Here's the full Finding Dory film," and they'd be like, "What? That's crazy." So I was just thinking, I can upload like my YouTube videos on there. That might be a power play move, but I don't know.
I would upload like only shorts or TikToks onto there, so people would actually want to go to your channel and check stuff out.
I guess. Well, no, I saw a couple of YouTubers actually posting their full videos on there, and they're actually getting pretty decent views. But that is what it is. So, Lit, are you also were you also confused about the whole when the season starts and season ends thing?
Oh yeah, I was confused until Fortnite eventually told us that it's going to be on the 10th. And you know what I did?
Yeah,
I banged my desk 9 times.
9 times. You should have done it 10 every day of March, I guess.
Yeah.
People are still confused now. I popped into the Clark stream and people were still talking like the 8th of March. I heard one person say the 8th of March is the last day, regardless of what time zone you're in. So when you have an 8th of March in your time, you won't be able to play the game anymore. I'm like, no, that's not it. So what Fortnite tried to do, which they've never done before, and they've always usually worked at Eastern Standard Time, haven't they, Fortnite? They do an update,
Right.
it's at this time, Eastern Standard Time. And for whatever reason, they felt compelled to use something called Anywhere Worldwide Time. And that is like the last so for example, it's Wednesday, the 8th of March. I will experience it here in the UK, GMT. You'll experience it in NA East and then Clark, NA West, and then obviously that's not time zone, that's you. But that you get what I'm saying. So
Right.
anywhere time is where the last person experiences that time. So that's anywhere time. So that's usually what
and
game.
it is
Yeah, and it's not
so dumb.
it's not reused. It's used in gaming context when they do like the actual game files, but when they've always done an update, they've never done it like that. So the actual wording.
You know what else?
Yeah.
If they cared so much about it, then why is the item shop the way it is?
Yeah. So
Because like item shop for people in Australia typically goes off in the middle of the night.
yeah.
So
it's
why does it matter?
so it's attractive to East players, isn't it? Like 7 p.m. it resets, doesn't it? That's a perfect time. So we as Fortnite leakers and content creators and stuff like that, they usually work to Eastern times. So the actual thing they said, the last full day across all time zones of Fortnite Chapter 4 Season 1 is the 8th of March. So the 8th of March, in the context Fortnite was saying, is still the end date, but minus time zone by 12 hours UTC, which I think is like west of North America, by the islands, sort of in between the what's that, Pacific, in between like Asia and North America. So basically, so the last day everyone in the world will experience Fortnite. The last full day would be the 8th of March, guaranteed.
That's
everyone.
Still dumb.
So I'm GMT, so I get to experience the 9th being a full day, but someone on the other side of the world won't experience the 9th as a full day. So when downtime actually begins at the 10th of March at 2 p.m. in that part of the world, it would be the 9th. So they wouldn't have experienced the 9th as a full day. So the last full day of the season is the 8th of March. The most confusing thing ever. If they've never ever,
I was just about to say that my brain's starting to steam.
In it, it's difficult to try and remember. It's a now on their part. I did try and explain this, and then that's not.
And it's like they're not going to do that to live events either, right? Because like it's even like that as for live events. Like
that would be so. The live event is on the last. So the live event would be so. Say the live event. Oh, it's on 8th of March. It would be on the 10th of March if they don't. They should have just gave a time zone. That's what they didn't do, and that's where they made a mistake. But the season got delayed by 2 days. So so the season was meant to end 12th of March Eastern time, and then they would have released a comment saying, "Oh, season ends everywhere, anywhere, 10th of March." So what was the plan? I just think they messed up. I think one team had one side of information, the other team had another side, and they all messed up trying to work it out.
Got all jumbled up. I hope they see the backlash from the community and go like, "Huh, let's not be stupid next time."
Yeah, all they said is, "Oh, we're clarifying it." So it's like they're right, we're wrong. I mean, they are right, but they've never worked in that sort of time zone before. So everyone just rightly, in my opinion, presumed it was Eastern when it said, "Oh, final day is 8th of March." So we can expect downtime to come 9th of March. And that's where they messed it up. But that is what it is.
Yeah.
Pain. Talking about NA East and NA West, obviously we're only a few days now where we obviously had the grand finals of the FNCS a few days ago. Big tournament, big competition. Now, NA East and NA West, that's the last ever competitive FNCS games, because next season, all competitive games will move to NA Central. And that's massive for some of these players. Like, in East, like people, like pro players, obviously, they've moved to get better ping. So they've had the carpet pulled away from them here. If they moved, I'm going to go East, I'm going to go here to get naught ping. I mean, they now have to move because East is no longer a competitive thing, and so the rest, they got to move if they want best ping. They got to move to somewhere central where the servers are, which I think are closer to the west side of North America.
Yeah.
So they're not quite central. So everyone's going to have to be moving there. What do you make of that?
Honestly, I just think it's a good idea that we have central.
I mean, as a casual player, you will still have central, east, and west servers. So I guess if it's going to be good that you all can equal your ping up. So good for them. But there's no competitive tournaments next season on NA East and NA West. It's done. It will be routed to central servers. So there could be people.
Well, I think that's a good middle ground. So you don't have to be working with either higher ping or anything just because you want to play East Coast thing. So
that's a fair point.
I couldn't really find my words there.
That's all right. That's all right.
But
it's a bit
Central's still helpful to me because, like, say Clark, for example, if I ever want to play with him, then we could just like merge our two places and work in Central since he's west, I'm east.
So you're both playing at, like, I don't know, 40 ping instead of one playing at 120 and you playing at 0. So it's spread it across.
Yeah.
So that's good.
And you know what's weird?
Hmm?
A couple of days ago, I've noticed that for whatever reason, it switched me to NA Central while it was on automatic.
You must
had lower ping.
Wow. Even
though I clearly live on the East Coast. So that was weird.
Yeah, I mean, I wonder if they're going to do that again. Like, I don't know. Europe is a big place, isn't it? European servers. Let's take.
I want to Antarctica servers. People in Antarctica have to play Fortnite.
I mean, there's loads of. I can't remember the list.
The Penguins have to play Fortnite.
I can't remember the list. There's like this massive list of like servers in, like, they're all off. They're all offline at the moment, but there's servers in Dallas, several servers in Africa, Middle East, but there's like 3 or 4 still in North America in other cities. So you could have 3 servers. You could have a second central server for the east side, or South America servers. So there is a lot more servers that could come online at any point. And I think there is one in East Europe and one Eastern European country, so they could split EU at any point if they wanted to. So that could be better ping for some of the players out now, I guess.
Right. I mean, let's be honest. That's not the important thing we need to talk about, isn't it?
I mean, we're getting into it.
Yeah. We'll get there eventually.
We're getting into it. But yeah, I just want players not to be playing. Fortnite's one of the most biggest games in the world with the biggest finances. They can't secure servers.
Whether people want to admit it or not.
Yeah. But am I right? Like, if they can't secure servers, no one's got a chance of securing servers.
Yeah.
So yeah. So, in my opinion, the whole competitive thing about NA Central, everything being routed competitively, maybe a bit of an L. It's going to have players move. Maybe competitive players don't want to move, so some big name players would leave. But that's a bit of L. But for like casual players who doesn't want one friend playing at 160 ping and one friend playing at 0 ping, they can either take both of them take a hit.
You and me are not a good example.
No, me, yeah, we're both we yeah. I mean, it's a massive L. But no, if we're playing like me, you, and Clark is west, you are east. So we could play central to make you two better?
No, actually,
or
playing East is probably the best.
yeah, probably
there.
At least one.
Since I'm crammed in the middle of you guys.
Yes, but then do you take it where Clark has 100 ping? You have 0 ping, I have maybe 140 ping, or do you take it where you two have like 40, maybe 30 ping because you don't play on Central, and me have then 170 ping?
Honestly, I would take it in the middle. I would have the lowest ping, obviously, but Clark would probably have a maximum of like 50 ping. You would probably have a maximum of 70.
Yeah, East is quite low for me, but I know some players, who on the same servers will play at 120 ping. I usually play East at like 90, 80 ping.
So yeah,
all right,
we got. I obviously lag more for you when I'm playing with you. That's why I always suggest that we play on my servers if it's just you and I.
Of course, I see that. I see that. We do occasionally swap it, but if I'm streaming, I need to replay on my servers because then that'd be another X against the stability.
That's gonna really swap around when you were begging to play with me on stream.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, guys, if you don't know, Lit is streaming. We did mention at the start of the stream. Description.
I'm not
links down
streaming yet.
No, he's not streaming yet.
Be streaming tomorrow.
But for just a normal day in Fortnite, because nothing is happening tomorrow. Thank you, Fortnite.
Basically, the plan is if I do get it going tomorrow, then I'll just see if I can set up a couple of things so people could play with me, play a couple of games, say goodbye to season 1.
Yes.
But if that doesn't end up happening, then on Chapter 4, Season 2, the launch day, I will be streaming the downtime until the game actually opens. Then I'll be purchasing the entire battle pass on stream and reacting to it.
Have you got the live bit on your YouTube yet? Because you still don't have 50 subscribers.
Huh?
Have you got the live bit on YouTube yet? Does it say like go live?
Yeah, I think it does.
No, double check that. You either have to have your account for quite long, or you have to have 50 subscribers. Like I used to have that before I had 50 subscribers.
Yeah,
so
it says go live and go live together.
Okay. I don't know.
I've had this account since like 2013.
Yeah, I think see, that's what I think. If you're a new account, then I think it's different. But yeah, all right. Lit could be streaming tomorrow, or the launch of Chapter 4 Season 2.
Actually, 2017. Never mind. That was a different account.
That's still old. So, talking about Fortnite Season 2, rolling back to where we are now in Fortnite Chapter 4 Season 1. Oh my god, what's the season called? I don't know.
It is called Mega!
No, we're talking about Season 1 still. What's Season 1 called? What's Season 1 called?
Oh my god. Fracture.
No. New World. Oh, you know what? Whatever.
Shoot. Chat, help us out.
We've had loads of cool things in Season 1. Weapons, POIs. Is it just Oathbound is a quest? Is it called Oathbound? I don't know. We've had new reality augments, recall updates. Well, first let's get into the weapons. I can listen.
Trying to think about it.
Yeah, I think it's gone. I think it's gone for me.
It's like reformed something.
Oh, yes. You reformed. Wasn't that like the word? Was that like the key word, that thing you use?
I don't know.
I don't know.
It said it in the freaking Battle Pass trailer. God.
Yeah, it did. To be fair. So let's start Season 1. Let's start a sort of like vault or keep, or our favorite stuff, a sort of hit list, as you say. Any weapons you can think of now. I've got a massive list here. We can go through them. But what's your jump out go-to weapon?
Okay, Hammer, Excalibur.
Easy. Hammer and Excalibur. How do you feel? We might as well talk about it now. How do you feel about the hammer being vaulted days before the end of the season?
Walking simulator.
Walking simulator. Yes, I did say that yesterday. You doubted me when I said that, but after a few games, you were like, "Oh no,
you're right." Not having that instant, just mobility, especially in zero build, could really hurt. That's why every time I get the freaking shockwave bow augment, you take it.
Yeah. You do. Just shotguns. Oh no, chat. We move on to the shotguns.
Oh yeah, chat. Oh yeah. Mr. Meeseeks showed a little bit there.
I know. I'm turning. It's like when
I'm turning into Mr. Meeseeks.
It's like for a vampire. When it gets when the vampires when it gets dark. I don't know. When I mentioned the heavy shotgun.
in your house.
okay, Lit. Lit. What's your favorite shotgun?
Now this is gonna be a shocker to you, but my favorite shotgun was the heavy shotgun.
The heavy shotgun. Now I will fight you to
and I will fight you till the grave.
To the grave. Yes.
And you want to know what? This freaking heavy shotgun fight that we're having, I might make it a part of my channel. Okay. I'll make it the alert noise.
Okay, just the sound itself. I don't even know what it sounds like.
I'll figure it out. It might be a badge.
I've blanked it from my mind. The sound of the heavy shotgun. But
sounds like a normal shotgun, but like a little bit less.
Yeah, it's a bit of a deeper sound.
A very specific
like boom,
thing.
Boom, boom. I don't know.
I'll make it like a super chat for $11 to kind of go with the I in your username.
I guess.
So I can mess with you.
Code mrjayowhy when buying the new battle pass in a few days' time, or anything in the Fortnite shop. #ad partner. Thanks for the segue there.
You're lucky I do not have my code yet.
Yeah. For me, obviously we have the Thunder, the Maven, and the Heavy. I'm not going to include the other guns. We're going to talk about obviously the more exotic later, but just general standardized guns. I used to say the Maven, but I'm stuck between the two now. I don't really prefer one over the other. Like if I pick up a Maven, I pick up a Maven. Or pick up a Thunder. The only thing that does me about the Thunder is the reload. If you run out of bullets, and you got to reload 2, that's the only thing that makes me like, oh no, I've got to reload it again because I've let it go down to 1. And when you're in a tense fight, I feel like it's more of it's more of a skill issue. Now I don't remember to reload my gun, but
yeah, that's just you with the heavy shotgun though.
But no,
I keep telling you that you have a skill issue. If I'm able to wreck lobbies with the heavy shotgun, a gray heavy shotgun, then why can't you? It's a skill issue. Bars.
I think it's an aim assist issue because every PC player.
Yeah. I work on controller. That's also your fault. Get a controller.
I don't suck at Fortnite. Bruh.
Suck with the heavy shotgun, which is a good weapon. Hey man, you and Ninja both.
Yeah, but look. From a mid-range distance, and it's weaker long range now than it used to be. Like, it shouldn't be used at close range. That's not what Heavy's for. It should be used at long range, and it's a little weaker than what it was when it was in the game last, I feel. Yeah, I feel like
it's weaker,
it should,
but it's still good.
At long range, it should be hitting for about 30, 40.
In your customs, I killed you with the grey heavy shotgun.
I'm not going to say you're not going to kill me with it, but I'm just saying that close range, it's effectively weaker than a Maven or a Thunder if you're trying to do close range battles.
There's been multiple times that we've been playing together where I hit fire the heavy shotgun and it would still hit most of the time for headshots. So like, I could still do some magic with that thing. So that's why I consider it my favorite. But I love the other shotguns. In my opinion, at least, there wasn't a single bad shotgun in this entire season, which is juxtaposed to last chapter, season 1. Remember that? All the shotguns hit like squeaky toys.
Yeah. I think I made a video on it. I think I used on the thumbnail. I used a paper towel, a PNG of a paper towel, and I made it a mythic item. Mythic paper towel. I remember doing that.
Wow. I'm gonna enjoy making thumbnails.
I remember doing that. So big change.
You use like Photoshop to make.
I use something called Credtit. Krita.
Oh, I see you on that all the time.
Yeah, that's what I'm on the Discord. That's what I use. It was like £6 on the deal at once, so I got it. Same with why I still use Sony Vegas. It was on like the one I got is like 300 quid, but it was on the deal for like 50 quid that week. So I got it. I got it.
All right.
Shirt agreed with me, but he just wants to call me bad. And okay, I feel like heavy's good, but close range is bad. Unless you're lit, that's what we've.
Unless you're me.
Unless you're lit, then lit is quality at the older heavy. So that's good. Big change with obviously we had the MK7 coming to a few seasons ago as a first-person shooter gun, and that's obviously a more important subject for when we get on to season 2. But obviously the assault rifle, Red Eye. How you
want to know my opinion on that?
Yes.
I hated it at the beginning of the season.
Oh, okay.
I thought it was straight dog. But as the season progressed and that I've started learning how to use it more, it's genuinely become one of my favorite weapons ever.
Fair. Oh no, we talk about it sooner, but the unvaulting, in my opinion, of the infantry, it's a little bit more powerful. I like the infantry a little bit more.
Oh yeah, easy.
It does.
Come on, it's the infantry.
Yeah, it does make the MK, not the MK. Because I said the MK a little while ago to talk about the Red Eye. It makes it a bit worthless compared to if you see both guns, you're picking up an infantry, even if it's grey.
Yeah, honestly,
it's the reload. You know,
unless you're ninja or something.
You know when it pings.
The only thing is that the Red Eye has a lot more ammo, which will you'll notice how little ammo the infantry has when you start using it on people.
Yes, I just like when it pings now. When a bullet pings out and it goes, bing. Oh, it's just a nice sound.
So satisfying. That's something Fortnite will never fail on. Satisfying sounds.
So yeah, what do you feel about the Scar change now? Oh yeah, let's get on with the Scar. Oh, okay, yeah, Scar. Oh boy, yeah.
Now, I'm an optimist. Okay, I wanted to say that the Scar was good, but it is undeniable to admit that it has fallen from grace. Doesn't mean that it's bad. I can still get some insane beams with it. It's just, it's not what it used to be, you know? Now that's going to affect everything. And they shouldn't have just bring it back as all rarities. They should have kept it at least like rare to gold.
Yeah.
It's kind of like what Clark said. I also miss like the original assault rifle. I miss its design and sound. Looks cool.
Yeah, they did. Credtit shows us they've parted ways. Really, there's now a gold and purple. Assault rifle.
Zero change in it. Zero, nada. Only look and sound different. I've ran tests. Trust me.
Yeah, the Scar is just you miss loads of shots with it. Don't say it's a skill issue. Like, it's just it's terrible.
The Scar has been submitted in Fortnite as like remember back in Chapter 1 where like you found a gold Scar, you win the game. It was basically considered one of the best weapons you could ever have.
Yeah,
and now to see it fall from grace as just a gray weapon.
It's not even that. If it was great and it had the old sort of aim and it wasn't so... What's the word I'm looking for? Like the fact that the reticle would be on the player and bloom. It's got so much bloom, you just missing shots constantly, and it's just
I would have taken the hammer AR, but I could see why they remove it. It would be confusing with the actual hammer.
I can see that. Yeah, but okay. Scar is a nail on the season, which is sad. It fell. It was at the top, the Scar, and it fell. Hopefully, the same won't be said of the incoming pump, which I have a bad feeling.
It better not do over 200, or it can do over 200. It better not do over 250.
Well, at the moment in creative, it's 185. But some people are like saying it might be a new type pump, but I don't know.
I'm a sheer advocator to say that there should be no weapon that does over 250 damage because of no build.
Any weapons? We got the mechanical bows and the stink bows. I mean, bows are cool, I guess.
I've always loved the bows.
Yeah.
I'm honestly better with the bows than I am with snipers. Not gonna say that I like snipers more or less, but I just love using bows. They're fun.
They are indeed. They are indeed. How do you feel about because obviously we definitely have a new motorbike coming. How do you feel about this season's oh my god, Trail Trasher?
Trail Trasher.
Trail, yeah, given its proper name. I mean, some people in chat might not even know.
They really wanted the next Quad Crasher name.
Yeah, Quad Crasher, Trail Trasher. Yeah, they really tried to like have a bit of play on words.
But something that I've wanted in Fortnite for ages is motorcycles.
Yes.
The dirt bike wasn't exactly what I wanted. I wanted more like normal sports bike, but I cannot tell you the amount of joy I had when I was watching your stream after the event and it revealed, like, because you did like a couple of weird things on that website, whatever it was.
Oh yeah, of course.
And it showed us that motorcycle. I jumped out of my seat.
Yes!
Screaming like a little girl. I was sitting in my chair and I saw it and I was like, yes! Don't clip that.
Too late, chat. Clip it. Yeah, to be fair though, it was it's not bad. It's all right.
I love pulling off tricks with it, and like if you're just taking it on the road, you start to realize just how fast and cool it is.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see the new bike next season.
Right.
A big introduction to this season. Reality augments. How do you feel about reality augments?
One of the best things they've ever added to Fortnite.
Oh yes,
easily.
And of course, more to come.
No questions asked.
What is your favorite reality augment currently?
Let me think about that. That's a hard one. What's your favorite?
I mean, I actually hated it when it first came out because I didn't see how it would work facing people with good aim, but the Riff Jetta. Like the first few days, people were hot on it, and it would beam me out the sky. But now it's not too bad
because you got that insane clutch.
No, since then it does really help if you like just getting away, moving across the map. I mean, now without the hammer for a few days, it's probably kind of all right. If the Riff Jet's still in, that might be out as well. But yeah, the ones I always look out for are the Riff Jetta, Bush Warrior, First Assault, and the Bloodhound, the one that marks, and then the Storm Mark.
Yeah.
That's the ones I look out for. If I get there, my game's set.
You see, at the start of the season, I took one look at the Bush Augment, the one that makes you heal, Bush Ranger.
Yeah.
And I was like, dang, that's busted. And at the beginning of the season, you could definitely see me saying that was my favorite.
Yeah.
But however, when I realized that there were 0 bushes in the winter biome, which is a massive biome, I stopped liking it. And the only reason I would ever put it on is if I could clearly tell that the next circle is not going into the ice biome.
Of course. That's the only issue.
And then later in the season, I became really fond of the TAC AR. Oh. So that started being my favorite augment. Then that stopped happening since I started loving the Red Eye. Then later into the season, I figured out the best combo in the game. So my answer is actually 2 answers because you can't have one without the other. But I love soaring sprints and the shockwave bow augment.
Yeah, I forgot about soaring sprints. I also forgot about the one that what was the shotgun one? That one was crazy.
Shotgun Striker. That one's really good too. That's also one of my favorites.
The Dobbs shotgun one. The one that you have.
Oh
the
yeah,
dog,
that's
and
also Soaring Sprints.
Soaring Sprints.
That's another reason why Soaring Sprints is one of my favorites.
That was
Or,
fun.
Like,
That was
tied
fun.
as my favorite.
Yeah, that was fun at the start of the
It
season.
caused a lot of mayhem.
It really did. It really did.
So the Shockwave Bow and the Soaring Sprints perk, that causes the most busted rotation option ever in Fortnite. Where if you shoot the Shockwave Bow at your feet and then run and jump before it goes off, you go flying in any direction you want to go. And what's also really good about that is that if you're good with your aim like me, then you would just shockwave into the air, and while people are trying to shoot at you, you just bow them, and you either headshot them, they're dead, or you shoot them away and not have to deal with them again.
Yeah, I haven't really played on that, if I'm going to be honest.
However, a couple of honorable mentions. I also really love Shotgun Striker. I really loved Icy Slide with the hammers.
Oh, I'm a bit, yeah.
Went really fast. Light Fingers is overall really good. Mythic Munitions with the Mythic Pistol. Pistol Amp. That was good too.
Yeah.
And Party Time, because I got some of the funniest kills or funniest wins using the balloons perk.
Oh yeah, got
just
that.
to
Yeah.
sit in the sky the entire
Dub
game.
shotgun, short and sprints, and do people use a balloon?
No, you don't need the balloon perk on it. No, that would actually screw it up. That's something I learned when trying going for it. It would actually get rid of your soaring effect, so you wouldn't be going up in the sky anymore.
Oh, okay. I mean, fair enough. Fair enough. So, reality augments. W. Look forward to the ones
also,
next season.
Aerialist. That one's really good too.
To be fair, they've done pretty well with the augments. There's some bangers. I forget.
Yeah,
areas.
Listen, the only bad augment
Harvest
is that freaking Harvester one. And you know what? I picked it up as a joke in our last stream. It's not even that bad. It really goes to show how good they did with the augments here.
Yeah, it was alright. It was alright, yeah, actually, to be fair.
It does like buff all the fruit that you will get, or just all the stuff that you would get for the rest of the match, so it doesn't even have to come from bushes or trees for you to be getting all that stuff, but I still feel like it takes way too long to be applying all that stuff when you're like in a tight situation. So
alright. So,
chat, what's your favorite augments? Go ahead and tell us.
Yeah, chat, favorite
We're gonna
augments.
continue, but we'll look at them.
Also, if you want to submit any questions, because obviously during a podcast we tend not to look at chat so much. We occasionally sort of drift our eyes over, like what I did there. But if you want to submit questions, !! Discord, and there is a submit reality
Tactical Armory
Sanctum Sanct. So go to that. What is it called? I've completely forgotten. Reality Sanctum submit. Just look for submit. It's there somewhere. Submit. Someone's already done it, but I'm gonna look at it later. It's probably which Fortnite skin is something most probably. Yeah. Okay. The exotics. The update when.
Oh yeah.
What was it called?
Now this is my
cold-blooded. The cold-blooded. Heisted. Mate, and they came with other augments as well. Some broken ones as well.
I'm going to have to push you down for a second. This is my topic.
Okay, go ahead.
Now, Chapter 2, Season 2 is my favorite season of all time. I have changed it from Chapter 1, Season 8 to Chapter 2, Season 2 because the thrill of going to these POIs where you have to not only fight through other players, but you also got to go through actual NPCs, sneak around, do all this crazy stuff. That's what I loved about Chapter 2 Season 2. And they bring it back for a mid-season update. That's crazy. And something I've always... I never really liked exotics outside of a couple few up until that moment because you would have to buy them, right?
Mm-hmm.
But this time, you could just go to a vault, get a guaranteed exotic, and a couple like randomized exotics. Or you just got so much gold that you can go buy
gold
units.
was ridiculous. And the vending machine that came with the heisted and cold-blooded sort of event.
Yeah.
You could pick any weapons. You go to I want an AR. I want this one.
You know what
it
I
was
would do?
silly. It was so silly.
You know what I would do? since I had so much gold, I would land at one of these POIs. Let's use Brutal Bastion as an example because that's where I did it the most. You know that like little hole in the wall that you can go to right next to the vault where you're looking over the boss?
Which one? Which POI was that?
Brutal Bastion.
Yeah,
Got
yeah.
those little like holes in the walls.
Yeah.
So what I would do is like land in that little center area near the vaults, land on that vending machine, buy a heavy sniper and a few ammo, and just go hide in that hole and like heavy sniper camp the boss until death and be in there in the first minute of the game. And then I would have max heat and some of the most busted weapons in Fortnite history.
Well, that's what we were doing with Clark, wasn't it? We were just hitting the bowling alley, going to NPC, get the NPC, get the guns, rift out, attack a team. Oh, it's so much fun.
That was something I noticed about that specifically. This wasn't something that you could do in Chapter 2, Season 2, right?
No.
You couldn't just go onto the POI and immediately bum rush the boss. No, they were too strong. But this time, just get your mates, go bum rush the boss, and get into the freaking vault before anybody else.
We're done for the night. Oh. I don't know what lit's on. But yeah, no, you couldn't push the old NPCs back in Chapter 2, Season 2. You'd be dead. Midas would have destroyed you.
Midas would hit only headshots. Midas was the reason controller players were busted.
Brute would minigun you into eternity.
And he was in a very secure place. You're not going to get into without your buds.
No, you ain't getting there. You ain't getting there at all. But yeah, the whole heisted event for me, we did live in the season back up. It'd be interesting to see how the season would have gone without it. It would have lost a lot of pace.
You know what's crazy about it?
Yeah.
It was the first time in a long time where it felt like I could play Fortnite forever and not get bored.
Maybe. Maybe.
Because like Fortnite the way it is right now, I could play it for like probably a maximum of 4 hours in a row. And that's only if I'm like streaming with Jay or something.
Yeah,
I'll eventually get like too heated and have to get off.
I mean, well, yesterday we lasted what an hour and a half, 2 hours because without the hammer, we got no no mobility with the hammer.
Then we would still be playing.
Yeah, we would still be. So yeah, heisted W.
Let's talk about those exotics for a quick second.
Oh yeah. What was your favorite?
At first, I thought it was the explosive AR. Because everybody thought that was busted at first. Then it quickly became a tie between the heisted accelerant shotgun and the run and gun SMG. Yeah. Well, no, not the run and gun SMG.
I like the Maven for
me.
The
Blink Mag
SMG. Yeah, okay, yeah. I got the Blink? Was it on top where all the trees are, where the bowling alley is? You know, the 3 trees, and that's why. Did I blink there? Then use a rocket launcher because there were rocket launchers in at the time, didn't we? And then all the trees fell down. It was insane.
Oh yeah. That place.
It was silent.
That was crazy. I saw that.
It was silent like that. Right. Anyway, yeah, really cool. My favorite.
And obviously, the accelerant shotgun was just busted.
That's the Maven, yeah.
Yeah, the Maven.
Yeah, I like the Maven.
I really loved the heavy shotgun too, as well, since it was just a way stronger legendary heavy shotgun. But still, can't pass up on that accelerant shotgun.
Obviously, unvaulted some of the heavy snipers at the same time, and hand cannon. I love the hand cannon. Not as strong as it used to be.
Dualies, my babies.
They're pretty cool. It's been a pretty good season, to be fair.
Yeah. Would this be your favorite chapter launch?
Favorite chapter launch?
Would you put this over the beauty of the Spider-Man mythics?
Yeah, that's
I
one thing.
It itself that made me think that this season is a bit better than Chapter 3, Season 1.
Yes.
Don't get me wrong. I love Chapter 3. Like, the entire thing, maybe a little less on vibing. I'm not like Clark here, okay? I still think, like, I still think it was a good chapter, but still,
Not bad. What's
we've never had like a bad chapter.
favorite exotic chat? Favorite exotic? Let's actually read some chats. See if there's anything going on. Oh, Team Samurai. Hello, Miss J. I found your channel through Clark Clint, and it's an honor to be part of your journey. Thank you very much. Some people commenting on what Lit said. Nice. Right. Anything else about weapons or what do you call it?
Heat system.
Heat. Oh, mate, heat system. There's pace you can play a game.
Keep it in the game.
Yeah, but then it's the same.
That's the thing you keep in.
It's the same argument for Siphon, and that's why I don't have Siphon anymore, because that was technically Siphon. That was even more. That was Siphon on crack. That was even more.
Yeah, basically, but they should at least like bring it down to where like nerf it a little bit. If you're at max heat, then you only go up to 150 and like slower than normal.
Yeah.
Because like going up to 200, it meant like you can go into any fight you wanted to and be fine afterwards.
Exactly. And you can just literally, because of the amount of gold, you can go to a payphone and go din din din.
Or at least like keep it the way it is, but make there be more disadvantages for you.
Nah, it is what it is. It's not at all. What's this expression? How it is now, or not at all. Jack said hoisted run and gun and accelerated shotgun was my fave. My favorite exotic was the boom rifle. Oh yeah.
Honestly, the run and gun has a really good argument to be like placed up there, because I would even take the run and gun over the hammer sometimes, because max heat in the run and gun, you're going fast.
Speed.
You're making Sonic jealous because you have
2 health every 3 seconds. Yeah, crazy. Such a good system. I wonder if they do something on the start of next season, but obviously
I hope they basically take what they learned from Heisted and apply it to next season with like cool twist.
Yes.
I don't know why they even had to like test it out if that's the case. They know how big of a success Chapter 2 Season 2 was.
Yes. Anyway, big topic now. Fortnite's Chapter 4 Season 1 storyline. So we had the Kinetic Ore, Paradigm, Zero Fusion. We've been introduced to the Oathbound, and of course, the Shapeless Man. Obviously, everyone's been talking about it.
You mean that Jenna guy, right?
Yeah, from Clark. From Clark, Restro, Tedious, Taylor. We've all been talking about top 5, Cypher PK. We've all been talking about the Shapeless Man. And obviously, we have our opinions here on the mrjayowhy channel. But I try and stay on the fence. As I always do with these things, I don't tend to jump anymore, like the whole singularity paradigm thing. I tend to keep on the fence now before jumping.
Right.
But I'll go off on this first, and then you can obviously chime in if you want to. My whole thing is about the nothing being Jenna. It's just his character, how he talks. And today I completely forgot how he talked to Victor Von Doom during Zero War. And it's just from the character we have now to the character we're being told is completely different. Dr. Von Doom, we admit very few into our inner circle, but of all in the Armyverse, you have been the easiest choice. Welcome. You are already a valued addition to the Imagined Order. And then even when
you didn't go to Sonic Reality, pick out Eggman, he's way cooler.
That would have been a clutch moment for Jenna. And
that would actually been
his
funny.
whole conversation.
Like randomly in this Marvel comic, there's Sonic characters.
His whole conversation at the end of Zero War, when he says about if we are wrong, if the Foundation is wrong, everything will end. It will be the end, and then we're meant to then believe that he's the main antagonist for next season and he wants to destroy everything, or not. At least that's what the Riff Warden is telling us. So I think he's a bit of a false narrative, and he's trying to push 2 agendas here from the writers, trying to mislead us by setting it up. It might be Jenna or nothing, in my opinion. And one thing about the whole thing about him saying everything's going to end, I know people like to pick the whole line where he goes, he always said he imagined a world of perfect order. But then one thing that because he didn't care about the Rift Gate breaking. The gate destroyed, the sky is torn, everything may be ending. And that's what the Riff Warden says. So I like how people cherry pick. That's a nice little segue into next season as well, cherry blossoms. But they like to cherry pick which one they want to, lines and words they want to use to create their own narratives, which is fine. But you could say about me. I'm trying to say it's nothing. So you could argue that I'm trying to push my own narrative too. But I feel like I'm being objective.
Yeah, honestly. I'm just trying to think here. It was a lot to go through.
It is.
We got like a lot of lore dumping here. Another thing about the Shapeless Man and why I feel like it would be a bad idea to make it Jenna is that to the average Fortnite player who's just like casually on the story scene, they're not going to know who Jenna is very much, right? Because we haven't heard about him since like Chapter 3, Season 2 and the event there.
Yes.
Because like obviously a casual isn't going to go out and buy comic books so they could read up on the Fortnite lore that you need to be man, there's Fortnite full lore videos that are like 2.5 hours long.
Yes.
So I don't know why they would do that. If they want to make Jenna an actual legitimate villain again, they have to hype it up in game so people who are just casual can figure it out too.
I would argue we don't know about Jenna. It would make the situation better. But because I know, it's I've written it down here actually. We've seen it all before with Jenna. Jenna had he had this. Okay, this is not quite a 0 point, but he had this thing in his hands. Wasn't one of the famous lines that we always used to talk about is when we didn't know Jenna was a person or a planet or a thing. It was he had the hands of the 0 point. He literally had the 0 point. He had the ability to manipulate countless realities, manipulate the loop. Now, I did see in Clark's stream yesterday, the loop was created by the 0 point. The Imagine Order manipulated it. So he had that opportunity, and he did a few things over the centuries and millennia he had it. But at the end of the day, we've seen that. And if you know the story, you know that Jenna's been there the whole time with the Imagine Order and Sloan and stuff. So my answer is, if he's coming in now, what new thing is he going to bring to the table unless he's going to destroy it, which he doesn't want to do? What is he going to bring?
The only thing I could see with it is that like he's angry about what happened. He just lost one of his daughters to the Seven, and he wants vengeance on the island.
I mean, if you see it like that, but it was a combination of him and the Seven's war that led to the Imagine.
Well, yeah, but he could still have a very much so a vengeance. He looks like a guy that could snap at any moment.
Yes, and Restro argued that in his video, which is again a valid point. So I would say he's right about that. But that's is it strong enough to go forward from this position?
Gosh, I don't think so. Actually,
yeah, I'm trying to
I think it's a bad idea.
Yeah, I'm trying to think what he can do after. You got to think how to move the story forward. Like, what is he going to do? Dig out the 0 point where it is and start to recontrol reality. He's done that. That's nothing new.
Yeah.
So for me,
he want his power back, but what's he gonna do with it?
And I like people say he's a god and he's this and he's that. I mean, he can't even fly. He had jet boots. Don't forget that. That was in Zero. He can't even fly. Yeah. He had jet boots.
I laughed. I hacked his jet boots. You did what to my jet boots?
He's just a man, and like a normal man, obviously with genetic enhancements, but he still can't fly.
It's a man going through a midlife crisis.
That's why
that lasted eons.
That's why during Chapter 2, Season 7, the Imagine Order got Superman. Please, I just want to fly. Jenna had his Peter Pan moment. Please, I just want to believe I can fly. That's all I want to do. I don't want to use these jet boots anymore. I just want to be able to fly. They had
he has these weird chaos powers, but can't fly. What a noob.
It seems an enhancement. It's like the Foundation. Everyone says he's got powers, but every time I see it, he's got his suit on and he's got his Like he's got.
Yeah, but he kind of like flew without any help. It looked like.
Yeah, but it looked like propulsion. I don't know. It looked like propulsions to me. It's the same in Zero War when the Imagine flew. It looked like she just took off, but it must have been jets. If she can fly and her father can't, in this, he genetically made her more perfect. I don't know.
It was something she learned in the loop, I guess. She got the aerialist augment.
Yeah. But another point everyone misses, and I love to rip things apart in stories. I feel like that's my sort of genre. Is where he goes, where Riff Warden goes. These texts prophesize a beautiful monster enabled by hubris of a champion. Now, what that kind of means is that hubris is someone who is, I don't know, cocky or what's a better word? I don't know if that translates to my American audience. Someone who is bit full of themselves, and that could go to any character, in my opinion. Someone who is enabled by hubris of a champion, so someone who wins, someone who's victorious, someone who's a champion. You could even say the Foundation, after they beat after Foundation beat the Imagine Order, he's a champion, and it was his decision and his need and his fully focused thing to get rid of Jenna because he thought 0 Point not being contained was the way to go. If the beautiful monster is a nothing, that line also works very well. A beautiful monster enabled by hubris of a champion. By the arrogance of the Foundation, allowed the 0 Point to be freed, which gave the nothing their way in, which we had the Herald. It works. I'm not saying it's correct, and I'm not saying the Foundation is this champion, but I'm just saying the statement works. And you can continue that again to say, maybe it's Paradigm, because the whole kinetic ore thing. It's Paradigm gave kinetic ore to Amy. Probably Amy thought maybe Paradigm knew about the Riff Warden because obviously she was jumping from realities before Zero Fusion, so I presume they travelled around to these realities, knowing what maybe the Aegis was trying to do. What's Lit trying to do? So she was travelling around these realities, gave the kinetic ore to Amy. Amy gave it to the refined kinetic ore, can I add, to Riff Warden. Oh, do you know what you're truly giving us? And it turns out that kinetic ore really helped them on their way to create the Rift Gate, which may allow this monster to come. So Paradigm's, I wouldn't say she's like full of herself, like the Foundation, who is a bit more full of himself. Yeah. But her decisions has led to possibly a beautiful monster being able to set free because this Riftgate now works because of a champion. And Paradigm was a champion at the end of Zero Fusion. It was all successful, but this decision may cost it. You see what I mean? These lines can be very much, they're so vague. They can work for many characters.
Yeah. So we're all over the place, basically. It's a very confusing story.
It's deliberately meant to be vague. I said that like a month ago. I said, look, I know what I'm going to get at. And you were in Clark. I was playing with Clark, and you was in the stream. And I feel like I remember after I did that video, I said I wouldn't be surprised as later we get in the challenges that they throw up something about the imagined order, and then people go, "Oh my god, it's Jenna," and that's what's played out.
Yeah,
and I think I've already explained the whole imagine a world of perfect order could work for the nothing, because the next line after that is. And they say nothing of what comes next. Now, that's the next line. No one bats an eyelid at that. Unless the science itself is a prophecy. And for the nothing, imagine a world of perfect order. The perfect order would be silence after the prophecy. If the prophecy says about a beautiful monster enabled by hubris of a champion. It's just so vague. It could be literally anyone. And that's the whole point. That's what the writers have gone for. And they've done very well. That everyone in the lore community is talking about it. Everyone's getting views, it's getting traction, and I guess, we will get the reveal.
Yeah, hopefully.
Love it.
I've just been emoting.
I know
on
you
your
have.
camera.
I know you have.
This entire time.
I know you have.
That nice close up of his eyes. Okay, it's funny.
I know you have. I was just about to say something about just to end off this whole nothing and something and maybe everything whole debate. I completely just forgot what it was.
If you think that Jenna is the nothing, then I am sorry, but you are not on my friends list.
Oh, that's the point.
You are uninvited from my birthday party.
That's the point. If they go in to reveal that Jenna is the Shapeless Man, and we are days before the end of the season, why leave it all these weeks in the middle, and then we get actually at the start it was a bit more towards nothing because of the darkness he mentions, and then it got a bit more in the middle, and a bit more in the middle, and then obviously Imagine the World of Perfect Order comes along and everyone switches to Jenna. In my eyes, and in my experience of reading books and seeing stories and films, I feel like that's the red herring. That's the last bit of information before either the rug is pulled out from under them, and it's it's a nothing actually, because it makes sense with the character about Imagine a Perfect Order, and that is silence and the nothing basically. So I'm like, why do you not leave it one more week and leave it to a trailer? Unless we're not going to get that reveal in a trailer, and this is going to play out. And I started to think about that last night. I thought, oh no, kind of makes sense if it's going to play out a little bit longer, and we're not going to get anything. We're going to get whatever comes through the rift, but we're not going to get this answer about the Shapeless Man.
Yeah. I'm glad that we're at least getting some answers, even if it's little.
This is the most lore we've had for a while. We're most like where you feel. I
told you this, right?
Yeah, where you feel.
I was thinking like, if they were gonna reveal that Jenna is the Shapeless Man, I could see it working. But if we were just not told anything about that before the actual season 2 started, then it would have been so cool to have a plot twist where it was revealed that Jenna is the Shapeless Man.
Yes, you wouldn't have done it.
And
that's what I'm saying.
He's coming out of the portal as it breaks. Then boom, season 2 happens, and it would have just been really cool to see it in like an actual pre-rendered cutscene.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This much more.
And now the only way it would work if it actually is the nothing.
Yes, exactly. And that's what we're saying. It makes sense now if it's nothing. If they didn't say the Imagine the World of Perfect Order and try and hint towards Jenna, and then an actual reveal in a trailer would have a lesser effect. So they just didn't say that line, and it was Jenna. I get it, because they left it open enough. But because they swung late towards Jenna, it makes me think it's a nothing, because that will get the, oh my god, no way. They've lost that now by going in there if it is Jenna.
Yeah.
Yes. and that's the mess
annoying, isn't it?
And that's the mess of the Fortnite storyline lore. Right, do you want a 1v1 before we do
yeah,
chapter 2? He had pre-bought weapons. What the hell? He's cheating, he's hacking.
Alright, boy. Ready to lose?
Not broken, are they?
No, it just takes a minute. You gotta change that. It's
I'm
annoying,
pretty
innit?
sure. I'm pretty sure it's like 5 seconds, and that feels like 20.
That felt like 15.
Yeah. Okay, just push into it.
3, 2, 1, go.
Oh. Oh no. Oh, it didn't fire! It didn't fire! What the hell? Oh no. I completely lost sight. I don't have any sound on. I completely lost sight of you. What the hell? Oh shit. I completely lost sight of you. It doesn't help that I don't have any sound.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
I needed one of those. I have not won many of them.
Yeah. Big job.
Oh, you took my sword! Grrr! Angry.
I didn't take
a reset build.
I didn't take your sword. Chat. We'll be right back after this ad break.
Wait, what?
No, I don't play. I don't play the ad. I don't play the intro of the show enough.
Oh.
I honestly always forget. took me ages to edit it. I always forget to play it. It's really bad. It's really bad.
Yeah, you need like a funny intermission screen. I'll probably commission one for you. Oh, check this out. Check this out. Check this out. Bam! From that distance with a shotgun. Shart.
No, it is. I do have a be right back screen for the podcast, but I never normally need to use it. So
Oh, cool.
I do think of these things, chap.
Yeah, because I'm pretty good at like holding chat over.
Fair play. Fair enough. That's a valid statement. The chat, it's got the other thumbnail. That's annoying. Let me moan at YouTube.
I'm not a furry, Shart. You're the one with the Donkey Kong PFP. And Donkey Kong is covered in fur, by the way.
Okay, so it shows on my thumbnail thing that it's the thumbnail with our avatars, but it keeps showing up the other thumbnail. It's really annoying. Try changing it again, see it works. Right, chat, we are going to get into all the stuff about Fortnite Chapter 4 Season 2. All the leaks. All
Mega!
Yeah, that indeed. All right.
Sonic is not a furry. Sonic is anthro. There's a very clear difference. A furry is giving an animal human traits. Anthro is giving an animal human traits.
Yeah, exactly.
Or the other way around. The furry is human given animal traits. I think I said that right.
Yeah, I believe that's what you said.
Yeah.
All right. So, chat, we've had massive amounts of leaks. Fortnite's been updated to Twitter, and some of the leakers have been on it. We have this guy who I believe is called Thunder. At the moment, for Lit's benefit, I'm showing stream some. Sound like I'm in court. I'm showing some.
Chat, you know him. I've been spamming him in the Discord.
We got this guy, this person, who, very interestingly, someone did notice, someone else said it, is it in my Discord? To the left of this person, bottom left, just some pink cube, by the looks of it, to be fair, or some pink pillar. Also, we've got the whole cherry blossom thing, which I think is obviously significant with the Fox clan, the whole thing about cherry blossoms. Also significant with, for those of you who don't remember, for Condor, who, when he came, and he arrived on the island as a hunter, when Jonesy got him, he talked about cherry blossoms and monologuing in the rain. Something that was it. Sorry, monologuing something about cherry blossoms, and that's my whole thing for my video I did on Condor, where I think he was the one who took out the Fox clan. So that might have some relevance. Who knows? Is this one? Yeah, this is. I think this is a tier 100 skin I did here, but it might not be. I think this might be tier 100 or 70. I heard. Again,
it's tier 90.
90. That was it. In the background, you can see the chat top left of the image. You can see Drift, the original emojicon from that season as well. Something very interesting, actually, at the bottom left hand, which actually screams the Jenna from the 0 Point season. Actually, we move on from that. And for those of you, if you haven't seen it, we even receiving Battle Pass images, which is a bit mad. Courtesies of Hypex and Shinobi, because I like to credit people. And the bike. Lit. So we start off with the bike first.
Yes, we should.
And I think this is the drift skin because of how the tweet was worded. Basically, how I tweeted my tweet. I don't know if anyone saw my tweet for this podcast. I said, as we drift into next season, and they sort of said the same thing as they drift, float adrift or something. So we're kind of on the same.
Now, this motorcycle basically just looks like the motorcycle I wanted in the game in the first place.
Yeah,
so super excited.
It looks so cool. Oh, let's see if I can just get another image of the bike. I thought I had the other image ready to go, but I don't. Let me just get it, because you can see a much clearer image of the bike, which is really cool. If I don't have it, I don't have it. Oh no, I do have it. So here we go. This is like in the cockpit, that's how we say it. I don't know. That looks so cool.
That's not the actual bike. That's the glider.
Yeah, but the glider for the bike now. It's literally the same bike. I've looked at it several times. I'm pretty convinced that it's a glider for the skin, but it's how the cockpit of the bike will look like. I'm pretty sure it's different tire.
Say that's not
slightly different tire. I'm
convinced. I'm gonna argue against that.
I'm okay.
You want to put some V-Bucks
on money in it? I think it's V-Bucks. I still think it will be the column. I think it'd be the column. So yeah, this is a glider, and that is the actual bike in the drill. But I think the column's safe now. Oh, don't know, I haven't think about that one. Why would they make two different, like a glider that looks like the bike? And I don't know. I know the rules slightly different. And
they did it with the Tron bike, so
yeah, the Tron bike never came out though.
Yeah, but it looked like rideable. So.
Oh, also, chat. I keep seeing some confusion about next season. Next season begins. Downtime will begin
the
10th at 2 a.m. Eastern. I did explain this later in the stream and went on timestamp it. You can all have a look at it about anywhere time, which is UTC -12. So good luck with that. But yeah, this battle pass is looking incredible. Yeah, and this
some would say it's looking lit.
And here's another one. If you look in the top right, again it looks like the color of the cubes. Which just again to me sell that whatever coming through that rift gate is the last reality. Obviously, as we talk about, we didn't really mention it, but Amy's gone in there looking for a scientist.
Yeah.
Scientist take away Chrome. I think that's pretty obvious. But the Shapeless Man could still be either character. I would grant that it doesn't really sell it either way for me. But yeah, top right corner of this image does look like cubes. So who knows? And we see two people bottom right hand corner. Looks like shadows of people. That looks like the bunny skin that came out quite recently, to be fair. But yeah, bike looks absolutely insane.
Now that stuff's all cool and all.
Yeah.
But I think we got to talk about the important things of next season.
Go ahead. I've got more, obviously.
First person.
Yes, confirmed. First person.
UEFN.
UEFN, yes.
Wall scrambling. Rail grinding.
Yes, wall scrambling. Yep. Where do you want to go first? Where do you want to go first?
You go first.
Oh, and an augment that will a legendary augment that reboots you when you die as well.
Oh, that's busted.
That's what they're talking about. So when your teammates knock and you die, you can just get that. If you've got that augment already selected, I guess you can't select it afterwards. But if you've got it selected, you will just automatically either reboot or respawn back in. I don't know how it's going to work. But you also got one to increase your max shields and will give you and another that will give you siphon, I think.
You want to hear my augment idea? This is kind of off topic.
Yeah,
I think it's a really cool augment idea. I call it overclocked overshield, where if you're playing no build, your overshield will go up faster than it normally does.
Yeah.
But it also goes up to 100.
Okay. I feel like you either have one of them, not both of them, because that's pretty OP. I feel
okay, fine. Then just go up to 100.
Okay.
But if you activate it in builds, it just gives you the normal overshield of no build, but now in builds.
Okay, yeah.
So overclocked overshield.
That might be broken. That might be broken in builds. Can you imagine build fight getting little tags with a shotgun and they're tagging you for 50 and you just overshield.
Yeah, but that's why I think it's good.
Yeah, no, I'm not
augments
disagreeing.
are typically seen as kind of busted sometimes, and they don't really do anything about that because anybody can get it.
True. Yeah, broken.
And it could be like one of those rarer ones, like Tactical Armory is.
Well, Fortnite's listening. What are you going to call it? Tactical overclock.
No, overclocked overshield.
Overclocked overshield. Note it down, chat. If that happens in chapter 4, season 3, you know where it came from.
Yeah.
Also, just a quick mention about obviously
If
looking
you
at
make it to chapter 4, season 3.
yeah, looking at the the images we just saw of the skins. Obviously, this season looks to be much more futuristic. Probably even teased several years ago now with some of them loading screens from the Mecha Cuddle team leader. So it looked like it was teased ages ago. So how do you feel about moving? Because someone just asked it in chat, and I was going to try and get to it as well. How do you feel about going from medieval to futuristic?
I already got a massive black line on the back of my head from all the whiplash.
Yeah.
You know what whiplash is?
Yeah, when you like hit.
Like you're going too fast
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
you stop on a dime.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I'm getting whiplash from from the just change.
It's drastic, but I feel like that's what Fortnite should be doing. They should. Yeah.
Well, same thing happened after Resistance into vibing.
Yeah, that was a complete change of pace. Went from mere miles an hour to like full stop. But
I saw a meme that was like Fortnite events on the day of the event, and it would like be a massive like hurricane or something, and then the day after it's a picture of a rainbow.
Day after, cool. Yeah. But I feel like this could be different. This could be like we're driving quite fast. I mean, we could go into another season where we get whiplash. Could we go even faster? We're pulled back in the seat.
After that season, this is like, lol, no, you go back to medieval.
No,
you go back to caveman age.
Yeah. We're done with futuristic.
No, you go back to primal.
Oh, no. Imagine medieval, futuristic, and primal for Chapter 4, Season 3. That would be crazy. But yeah.
Yeah, Fortnite events are like regular show.
So obviously new mechanics possibly come in. Or said first person. Yeah, we got a teaser in that. A bit of a broken tease a few weeks ago. If you went into Save the World, changed to first person, came back to Battle Royale, and you would have first person. Unfortunately, I wasn't on for them days because I was ill, so I didn't actually try it out. But it looked pretty like complete. It didn't look like it was too buggy. So okay, did you try it out? Did you manage to have a little play with it?
Yeah, I actually sent a video of me using it in the Discord quite a while back.
Yeah, I think
and it was really cool. I played it in a red versus blue game mode where I only used the weapons that would actually work with it. It was so immersive. I loved it. It was great. And I think this is something we really got to talk about in regards to it, because first person can either make or break Fortnite.
It could.
Because if they make it just an option you could toggle and go into any game mode with, it will not be used at all.
No. Definitely builds would give you a headache trying to build.
Well, not only that, but it's just an advantage to be in third person. So I just think, because like you'd always have that right side peek, like I could see somebody right here just by like standing right here, but if I'm in first person, I actually have to like look over to see what's happening.
Yes, of course. So do you think it's going to be its own game mode or associated probably with zero builds?
It's probably going to be its own game mode, only in zero build, because Fortnite would not do it in build mode. It would be way too disorienting. It would make people throw up.
Of course. So yeah, they're going to have, obviously, next season, if that is the case, we're going to have builds, zero builds, and in zero build first person.
It would probably just be called first person.
Or first person.
People could probably understand that it's going to be no build.
Yeah, and then obviously probably the option given to creators of creative maps, and then they can make their experiences on first person, I guess.
Yep.
Sound. The new mechanics we get next season: grind rails and wall
scrambling.
Wall scrambling. That could be.
That's gonna be really nice. Rail grinding makes me feel like we're gonna have a Sonic Adventure collab, since Sonic was the one that kind of like popularized rail grinding as you're just on normal character, not on anything like a skateboard.
Of course, yeah.
So,
literally, yeah.
And like the person who leaked it compared it to like a different game series, but when I looked at like all that was described, it just sounds like Sonic. That said Sonic Adventure 2 rail grinding physics to a T to me.
It does. It does.
Like if you've seen like any video of say Rail Canyon from that video game, then you would understand why.
Yeah, I think I played it a bit.
Sonic Adventure 2?
Yeah, I think so. I'm not really.
It's a classic.
I'm not really a massive Sonic fan, I guess. I like Sonic, but I don't. No, I never replayed it. And I wonder how they would work in conjunction with each other. And I wonder how some of the POIs will be set up.
Like, I've told you before that Sonic can do well with human proportions because he's just that flexible like that.
Oh, yeah,
but even if they don't want to go the extra mile and do all that, just add Eggman.
I know what I meant by that is how would grind rails and wall scrambling work in together. Like if they make
they would probably add like rails all over the map that you can grind
and next to walls,
just use as faster mobility.
So you can grind and then jump onto a wall, jump onto like a side.
Wall scrambling should have been a thing at the beginning of the chapter because that's my only complaint about like the map of this chapter. There's way too many cliffs, way too many, and I get it. I get why. It's because the island's like fractured together and it's all sloppy and stuff. But come on.
Yeah, there's a bit of that.
I cannot tell you the amount of times that I have just like got demolished by a person standing on one side of a mountain and there would be another mountain somewhere else that somebody's shooting at me from. It's high ground or die.
It really is. I don't know. Most people thought they were going to change it, obviously, because obviously going from chapter 3 to chapter 4, everyone thought, we're going to make this map for 0 builds, and in the end, it's like, well, no. No, big massive mountains, you can't get around this, here's zone, deal with it.
We were on the Discord call after the event looking at the map because...
That was our first thing we said, oh my god, yes!
And it was like, oh my god.
These mountains are huge!
This is not going to be good for 0 builds.
I mean, it's okay. I think it's a little bit better in
we
place.
We cannot say it's okay. We can't.
I know they can't make a flat map,
mountains
but still,
specifically the winter biome.
Yeah, it's a bit
is atrocious.
You know what they should do? I was thinking about it. Move the winter biome next season as well.
That would be cool, but it wouldn't really make much sense considering it's an actual winter place.
Yeah, but it's not anymore. It's associated with the island now. So I mean, it could move. Not the POI.
Well,
I mean,
it's like
snow.
It's like Polar Peak, right? It came in with a massive snow biome that is going to remain cold and stay snow.
I mean, the only reason why it was really cold was because of the Ice King. So I mean, Lord.
Whoa. It's a little bit weird not having sand biome again, since we've had it in every chapter so far.
I mean, I wouldn't really include like sand. When I think sand, I think of chapter 2, season 5. I don't really think of like the biome we had in chapter 3, or like we had Paradise, but maybe Paradise Palms. But everywhere else, like sand, beach sand.
You know what? Why didn't they bring back sand tunneling for chapter 3? That's a weird thing. Like
it never works. I still don't think it works. It doesn't work. It doesn't.
There should at least be like a different way to activate sand tunneling, because just standing still is not a good way.
No.
That could like screw you over so many times and you wouldn't like it. So just standing still. Yeah.
Chat, if you join the Discord, because we're nearing the end, but we've got a few more bits.
Stop chilling.
We've got a few more bits to talk about. If you !smart Discord and submit questions, I will be looking in there, but I think they're going to be all joke ones. If I'm going to be on this lit, we'll probably go, yes, they're probably all going to be joke ones. But !smart Discord, join the Discord and submit questions. Submit reality Sanctum questions or something along them lines. Okay. Now, we did mention this...
Do not ask me about Dr. Sloan. Oh, my God.
I did mention this previously in the stream about this scar. And as we know, the pump should be returning this season. Are we going to get a scar part 2? And it's going to come back weaker, worse, and people are just going to use it by the end of the season.
Worser. That's a new
Well,
word.
yeah, worse.
Worse.
No, worse.
I've never heard somebody say worser, and that was the biggest screw up I've ever heard.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
And I thought I was the biggest screw up ever, according to Clark.
It's fine. No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It works. It works. It's shorthand. It's longer hand without saying I don't know. But I actually think. Stop suing me. I actually think I've heard worse before. Yeah, I've heard worse before. I don't know. It's not grammatically correct, but I've definitely heard it before. But yeah, 100%. I would say that the pump will, unfortunately, come back worse. I hate to say it. I think, oh, what is this gone?
Oh, of course, Clark is here now.
You summoned him. You said his name.
confirm.
You said his name, and he
To
appeared.
confirm that. Ah. Screw you, Clark.
So,
I'm not gonna need you anymore.
Lit. Yeah, he's got his own stream coming soon. Lit. How do you feel about the pump returning?
Never thought it was necessary.
No, yeah.
It's cool that it's returning, but I like the thunder more than it.
I think this season was like one of the best seasons in terms of it didn't really create enough debate. Like there was more options before where people would say, "Oh, pump needs to come back." This has probably been the quietest season about everyone talking about the pump coming back. I think, in my opinion.
Yeah, because of all the good shotguns.
Yes, exactly.
All the good shotguns.
As I said, if the heavy was a bit better, longer range, like it should be, then I would say. But yeah, it's a good shotgun. I don't like it because it's short range. It's just look. Not everyone has your aim assist lit. Okay, that's what I'm gonna say.
It's not just aim assist; it's also pure skill.
Okay.
I've been playing this game for 5 years, bud.
I mean, I've been playing this game for like 4 years. Yeah. Heavy used to be good, not anymore. All right, like the heavy, like the scar.
In your opinion,
the pump will return to the game, and it will be so much worse than it was before. I'm sorry.
I keep saying that you could have your own opinion about the heavy, but don't say that it's objectively bad because it's not, and I'm a pure example of it.
I'm not saying it's objectively
not
bad.
like it.
I'm just saying it's terrible.
You bull crap.
I'm just saying it's terrible. That's actually bad.
You know what? You deserve that.
I probably did. To be fair, I probably did. To be fair,
I'll fight you on this till I die.
So
I'm just gonna be after you, so I'm gonna get the final stand.
So we've got obviously Foxcan. A lot of talk about the Foxcan, the Peace Syndicate. Probably more stronger my subjects because Peace Syndicate is my thing. I feel like Peace Syndicate is my thing. The Foxcan return. How do you feel about them two things, Lit? Or
I feel like it's a little bit weird considering they've been outside of the story for so long, but I'm happy to see them return.
Yeah, the Foxcan, some good characters in there. We already talked about the images having resemblance of some purple cubes in them. I did one point. I did sort of think. I don't know if I put in the video that maybe the Foxcan are associated with the last reality and so on because of obviously drift.
Maybe, but I'm gonna step out for a minute. Won't be very long.
All right, no worries.
All right.
No worries.
Keep the chat entertained like you're supposed to.
Mate,
Mr. Streamer Man.
I'm the streamer man. I'm fine. But yeah, when the Fox Clan or not the Fox Clan, sorry, when we had the whole situation with the Nothing last season, and we had Bites, and when we talked about Bites, we talked about Raz. I did obviously surmise at the time. Drift sound like the Nothing was also talking to him. Whoever gave him that mask made him a target, and we had that whole conversation, and then someone hunted him down who sounds like Condor, because then the whole cherry blossom things that Jonesy mentions in the what do you call it? That Jonesy mentions in the oh my god, the vlogs. Yeah, Jonesy started vlogging when he says he started monologuing in the rain, something about cherry blossoms, and just his whole description about an ancient ruler he will grant everyone's one wish for vengeance. So at the time, it obviously for me aligned with Jenna being an ancient ruler and seeks revenge on the Fox clan. Maybe. Who knows? Who knows? Taylor, how's it going? Almost got all the law people here. Almost. I'll follow a story for a bit, but is the big red thing in the sky? Yes, that's I don't know. Clark's got a name for it. I'm not going to repeat the name. He says it is. He can say that in chat. But yes, the rift gate is broken, and that will lead us onto the storyline about the Fox Clan and the Peace Syndicate, which I presume the Fox Clan will make their arrival on rifts because they tend to do that before. I guess with the whole drift thing, he came through a rift, so I guess this is again the Fox Clan coming back. After several of their members, you didn't scare me. If you didn't jump over there and turn your mic on, you could have actually probably scared. To be fair, I don't actually have my sound, so it didn't work, unfortunately. Not this time. Yes.
Okay.
Is it the red thing?
What were we talking about?
Oh, just Fox Clan using rifts to come into this reality like they did before. Because obviously that's how drift arrived from our reality, as people like to put it. But I don't necessarily go down that avenue because it's a bit flimsy.
But
obviously they're coming back through the rifts after majority, I presume, Fox Clan members got taken out outside the loop, whoever killed them. So I don't see them coming back. The only members that were left were V, and I presume everyone who came after us are new members. So everyone after V should be dead, or V, whatever. But
bye.
But yeah, there is that. Peace Syndicate. I don't know what to say about them. Whatever I said in the video. I think Midas.
It's strange.
Midas is connected with them in some way. I believe there's not one syndicate. There's many syndicates. As I don't know if you. I did talk to you about it as well when you did the third cipher challenges. You get a thing saying the syndicates are in chaos and it's pure.
Right.
So I think the Peace Syndicate, the Cold-Blooded Syndicate, and whatever other syndicate wants to join in as well are all part of like a massive syndicate with like. I was talking to Restro when Restro was streaming yesterday, and I said, "Oh, maybe it's like a chair. Like each syndicate will have their elected member because that's how syndicates work. And there's no overall leader, and it shouldn't be because that's how a syndicate works. But there's chaos at the moment, so maybe one of the leaders, maybe this Thunder guy, is making a play for the whole syndicate, which has annoyed the other syndicates, and that's probably why the syndicates are in chaos. I don't know, but there's all these interesting lines with the challenges and Cypher, so that's pretty good.
Hey, I've just noticed something.
Yes.
If first person is coming into creative,
yes,
then these horror games with this flashlight is going to be something else.
It would be. I mean, technically that's already about because people can break it, can't they? I've seen first person.
Yeah, but you can't have like flashlight actually show up in your hand or anything.
Oh,
it's all about immersion. You know?
Oh, that's a valid point.
That's why people want it so much. You could already like glitch into a first person state, but you don't like see your body or anything, or like your weapon out.
Yes. Chat, exclamation mark Discord. There's a submit questions thing which we're going to check out in a minute. So I hope people have asked legitimate questions and not is Sloan a 10 out of 10. Which I mean, it's a valid point.
She is.
But hopefully we have
I quite fancy Dr. Sloan.
But you know, some interesting topics about law. Big Man Tedious is here. This is, I told you, the law content creators start coming out. Actually, let me check that.
Legend says, if you go into the mirror and say Fortnite storyline 3 times, Fortnite storyline theorist will show up. And I didn't steal that meme from Chart.
Oh my god. I can't repeat 4 of these. Who's that? They deserve a timeout in that. It's Fallen, you need to be timed out. What he wants for a Japanese style POY next season. From what I see in the images of the battle pass skin images, obviously we can sort of get a good look at what's going on here. I think they look pretty cute. Hopefully this thing bottom left hand corner is a cube and not a pillar. I don't know, something. It looks cool. Whatever it is, it might not be. That's not it. I mean, it all looks very good from what I'm seeing. Very colourful. It's going to go great with the grinding or whatever. Maybe don't say it like that. Let's not say it like that ever again.
You know what? They really need to make this like new neon POI, whatever it is, like look really good.
Yes.
Fortnite needs darker night times.
No. Because sometimes on computers it can
just
look
a little bit darker than what we have.
Chapter 1, nighttime. It looked nighttime, but wasn't nighttime, and you could see things. Chapter 2 was terrible. Chapter 3, a lot better. Chapter 4, fine. Chapter 2, was it Chapter 2 or Chapter 3 where nighttime was awful?
I'm not saying like Chapter 2 darkness. I'm just saying it needs to be a little bit darker in the sky and on the ground.
Oh, to light up the... I can see that. Yeah, that will probably give you...
So the neon would look better.
Yes.
Because, like, tell me the last time you saw, like, a cyberpunk type movie or something like that in a neon city and it was daytime.
True. Obviously, I don't know if you've seen Cyan's map, and there's a few maps that obviously used the Killer Roy stuff. And they look pretty cool, but I can't imagine them doing that type of colour, because you got to think people got to play this game for hours a day, and it would strain if it was this like bright all the time. So I do get, and they do have to tone it down for the actual start of the game, or it's going to be a headache. Or would you want it completely like boom bright?
No.
Yeah, no, I would say that as well. And I don't want my computer to die because I already play on performance mode. People have been saying, obviously you know what Cyan's like with graphics. I said his name; he will probably appear in a minute. But he was telling me, oh, turn on your graphics when a new season drop and you see the new
hold on, wait,
Neo Tokyo POYs. Please make sure to turn up your graphics all the way. I said, mate, my computer would die. Remember when I recorded that video when I tried to up the graphics? I couldn't even play the game. I landed, but my screen had frozen, and then when my screen unfroze, I had died. And it was, honestly, it just won't work. 100% won't work.
Hold on. If that whole, like, summoning YouTubers thing worked, then... Cypher Mika doing podcast with us.
No,
we want to talk
I don't think that's going to work.
You are about Jenna being the safest man. You're super wrong, and you said it twice now, and I rolled my eyes twice into the back of my skull. I can see my brain, Cypher PK.
Chat, you got any questions? You got any questions? Because the ones submitted in Discord can't be said in chat. Even though Fortnite has actually changed their not Fortnite, sorry, YouTube has actually changed their stance and the whole obviously using rude words in the first. They're still thing on that, but you can now say certain words. Obviously, so it's much more improved. But I can't say what you lot. Is the Herald dead? No, I'm pretty sure she's alive. I mean, as we were talking about the storyline this season,
Sloan.
Yes. As we were talking about the hubris of a champion. Sorry, someone manipulating the Riftgate. I mean, if it's the last reality, maybe it's not Amy. I mean, that would give the Herald something to do, I guess, if she is on the island and she's broken out, and the last reality said, now you're on the island. When someone does a rift and open a rift, manipulate it, set our coordinates to it, and we're going to come and take the island. I don't know. Who is the sharpest man? In my opinion, obviously we touched on this earlier. I still think that it's the nothing. When the Riff Warden says about the gate is destroyed, the sky is torn, everything may be ending. And if you look at what Jenna said at the end of Zero War, when he said, you know, you better be right about this foundation. If you are wrong, it will be the end of everything. So would he be foreshadowing his own take over? I don't know. I feel like that's a bit off. Hubris of a Beautiful Monster. We talked about that. Sorry, a Beautiful Monster enabled by Hubris of Champion. We talked about how that could be several characters, not just Champion or Aegis Champion or Riff Warden, Foundation, Paradigm. They're all done stuff this season to enable a Beautiful Monster to eventually succeed. The whole challenges are there to be like vague and not misleading maybe, but misdirection. What Fortnite weapon would you use if you had to fight off 100 WWE heavyweight champions? That gun that the Foundation uses.
Infinity Gauntlet.
That would be a good one. But the gun, the Rift gun that the Foundation used, that rifted 5 people. If you do that, you would take what 100 divide 5. It wouldn't take you long to get rid of them, would it? And if they're standing near each other, yeah, I'll use that gun. I think I won that shirt. I'm not answering your question. What Fortnite skin I want to marry? I'm not answering that.
But if you would, which one would it be?
I'm just not answering that. I'm just not answering that.
Oh, look at Stream Elements. Saying my name, oh.
No, I've updated it. Yeah, so, chat. Lit is finally stepping into content creation and could be streaming as early as tomorrow. So, obviously, his handle is there. So, type that in and go across to his channel. Go and subscribe to him. He's 12 subscribers away from 50. So, go and help him out there.
I know, super impressive, right, Jet?
Do you guys think she will come back after being smashed in collision event? Who?
Sloan.
Oh, yes. The rule is, if you don't see a body, they're alive. So
that's a cinematic universe thing.
Yes,
but it could apply here.
Even in a comic, actually, that's probably not the case. But that's usually what they say. Don't see a body. Presume they're alive until you do. Who's better, Ice King or Cube Queen?
Ice King. Cooler design. But like story-wise, Cube Queen, yeah.
Story, yeah. So I think he had potential from what we saw in Zero War. I thought, oh, this is cool. But then, I don't know.
I thought it was a cool reveal that Polar Peak was actually just a shard of the Ice Moon.
Yeah. I mean, that's something probably Zero War did kind of right, to be fair. She got smashed in a tank. Yeah, but until we see a body, she could have got out. She could have somehow survived. I don't know.
Rift shenanigans. Easy.
Is the map getting bigger next season? Possibility of that, because the island is still reaching out. When you load into the game, you can see the blue light.
Yeah, that's something that they didn't do. God, that would have been such a cool thing to do throughout every update.
Yes.
But they did over something.
They did do it. They did do it for one of the Winterfest. What did we skip over?
We didn't talk about how crappy the Winterfest was.
I mean, we can do it now. Just to end off, we can talk. We did do that in the last podcast, where we talked about seasonal. Even though I don't think Winterfest has been that point, was it? Or were we in it when we did the last podcast?
I think we were in it when we did the last podcast.
Yes, because we were talking about how the summer one and the Valentine's one, and wasn't there even one for Valentine's this year? I don't know.
Well, Valentine's was the heisted event.
Okay, fair point. Okay, and they're saved on that one. But yeah, I think
stealing people's hearts.
I think
was the joke.
Yeah, I think the seasonal events are just gone.
Right.
Definitely winter. Apart from Fortnite Mares, I might try, but winter and
Fortnite Mares
summer
is still like consistently really good.
Yeah, usually summer. I think it's done. Winter, no chance. Bit of snow. What do you call it? The ice rocket launcher. Get that back in. Snow thingy so you can hide, and that's about it.
They need to start covering the island in complete snow again, because that makes it feel special.
It does. All right, let me just see one more time. Is there any serious questions in the Discord? Right, yes. Guys, Go and subscribe to Litzy, who's just started a channel, or haven't just started it, but he's finally going to do something with the channel. And he should be streaming either tomorrow or the launch of Season 4, Chapter 2, and I will be streaming as well. Want to say your bye-byes, Lit?
Yeah. I've been Litzy. Go subscribe to my channel. I'm going to try to get everything set up. Working with Jay here. On the new season launch day, we might be like partying together and all that good jazz.
Yeah, that sounds good.
I'm gonna hit you guys with my outro here. And
first time world exclusive.
Stay lit and see you later.
Stay lit and see you later. It's good. It's good. Right, chat. Hopefully there will be more Reality Sanctum podcasts next season, rather than 2 this season, because. As you can still tell, I still got a bit of a cough. I'm still not 100%. I don't really want to guest on.
We need to convince iTalk that we are of quality.
And also, there will be other guests. There's some good upcoming lore theorists that I do want on the show in the coming season. So I will try and get them on as well. Guys, it's been your boy. We're going to do another stream after this. We'll probably play for about an hour. Guys, it's been your boy, mrjayowhy. Till next time.